Good morning, everybody. No, I don't have time. It's a bit of a tricky balance, but I'm delighted to be here at Interchange 2026. I have to admit, it's my first time. I was just admitting to Paul, so I do apologise, but I'm going to make sure that I use my time wisely today and get round all of our friends and partners. So it's my pleasure. As I said, just been introduced. I'm Deputy Chief Executive and Executive Director, Place, at Liverpool City Region Combined Authority, but more importantly today, Chair of Urban Transport Group, or UTG, as most of us fondly know it. It's the largest UK network of transport authorities, spanning the largest city regions, of course, right here in Manchester, Greater Manchester, home of the B network, but also we have members as far as Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland, so we do really truly have that national reach. But at the heart, UTG is a convener and often a conduit into government for some of those key critical policy discussions. We bring people together. We are the network working in public transport right across the UK to collectively champion public transport and genuinely make a difference. But it's not just about transport, of course. It's about how transport contributes to those wider social and economic opportunities that all of our residents right across the UK so desperately strive for. And that's why this conference is so significant. Interchange has always been a place where people can network, come together, share ideas, experiences, and the opportunities that exist in the transport sector. But this year arrives at a moment in time when the transport landscape is evolving more rapidly than perhaps ever before. Across the country, devolution is reshaping how transport is planned, funded, and delivered. Of course, in my role at Liverpool City Region, I've seen this firsthand with a devolved railway network in Merseyrail, one of the highest performing railways in the UK on most days of the week. Not every day, but most days of the week. And of course, we're on a journey towards bus franchising with our first tranche heading live September of this year. But it's not just about Liverpool City Region, of course. Like I said, here in Greater Manchester, at the heart of the B network, and already a successfully franchised bus network by Mayor Burnham, and they've seen incredible growth in patronage and revenues, but importantly, inclusivity for those people who use that network. South Yorkshire and the Super Tram and the ambitions that South Yorkshire hold for Super Tram taking us into the decades ahead. New metro fleets in the northeast of England, new heavy rail lines and infrastructure to match, and West Yorkshire's emerging Weaver network. There are, of course, many more examples across the country to name here today. But importantly, our regions are showing what can be achieved when the powers, funding, and importantly, responsibility for those who are accountable to the electorate are closer and closer. And that brings me to today. You can see the progress of devolution reflected across this very conference. If you look at the mayoral panels, and you're going to hear from one very shortly, so don't worry, I won't be too long before the mayors come on, including my own mayor, who's here, give him a plug, bringing together leaders who represent millions of people right across the country for the most ambitious transport plans we've seen in decades. There's a wider speaker programme, and you'll see a whole range of experts from UTG's network, organisations who are our partners, sharing knowledge, demonstrating what can be achieved across the transport sector. And we have a devolved transport hub here today in the exhibition hall. In the middle of the hall, notwithstanding all the other stands, you'll see our members' stands. You'll be able to go along and chat to UTG members who are actually involved in the devolution and transport revolution. They're probably the noisy ones that you can hear at the moment. So as the new chair of UTG, my ambition is simple: to help UTG go even further as an organisation, where leaders and practitioners can come together, we can learn from each other, speak with clarity and unity, and help shape transport systems that really deliver for their communities. But that means continuing to push for the powers, the funding that enable devolved transport to be successful, deepening partnerships at all levels across government. Before I hand over to the mayoral panel, I'd like to take the opportunity to mark a date in everybody's diary. The excitement is palatable, I can tell, but on the 17th of April, it's World Public Transport Day. Did you know that? But it's a global event, but it is an opportunity to mark achievements that are being made across the transport sector. So please just try and take a moment to celebrate that. Thank you again for coming and being part of Interchange, and I look forward to a very rewarding 2 days. Thank you.